Salute, comrades, and welcome to our next episode of Stalin and Vadim show. So it's me, Vadim, and here is Stalin.
Здравствуйте, товарищ. И.
So, yeah, we have decided after a half of year break to make another episode, and we came here on the very special occasion. Like there is a game that reunited us. It's Hearts of Iron, and as it seems, me myself doing a let's play of Heart of Iron 3, and Stalin started recently a Hearts of Iron 2 let's play. So yeah, we would like to talk about that, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, Hearts of Iron 2, I love that game, and ever since I started playing it, there's been like a huge resurgence about it. Everyone else started playing it. Lots of people have bought it on Steam, but it's a complicated game, and lots of people are asking me what exactly you do in the game. They're kind of confused about a certain number of things, and so on and so forth. So I thought I'd contact you because basically everything I know about Hearts of Iron I learned from watching your videos. So I thought it would be a great opportunity for me and you to sit down and talk about the game a little bit and maybe answer a few questions that the users might have.
Yeah, sure. So, what is the most favorite question to you?
Well, I don't know if this really pertains to the overall game, but a lot of people ask me so I'm just looking through here. A lot of people ask me why I do puppet states, and most people can't seem to understand why I choose to do puppet states over annexing other countries. I don't know, like maybe it's kind of a personal choice of preference. I personally would rather create a puppet state than annexing a country, just because annexing them can be a pain in the ass sometimes.
Of course, of course.
And
So in my let's play, I do rather prefer make a puppet states for United States, and even though I did the most fighting in my run, like my annexed, I almost have nothing to annex. I just all conquered territories are go to Switzerland, to Finland, and so on. So it will be very funny like to see Germany conquered by Switzerland, to see USSR conquered by Finland and Japan. And although I did all this fighting, I have pretty much the same territories I started with. So yeah, that's kind of funny.
yeah. So just we've got a bunch of questions here on Facebook, and I guess we'll start off with that and move into other topics. Next time we do this, we should have a little bit more warning, and I'll post another status on Facebook if anybody has any questions. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
I won't be taking any questions from YouTube because I get them all the time from a whole bunch of different venues and
yeah, of
message
course.
outlets, and right here on Facebook is everyone's got a question. It's all nice in here and right in front of me. So looking through the questions here, we got one from Alex Alex Cuddy, and he asks, "Is it possible to play the game and stop World War II from happening?" And I think that,
World, I think it's no impossible.
well, I think
Like,
Germany will always invade Poland. I think that's always like 100% like historical like fact. Like it's always going to happen. But I've done things where I've sped up World War II, or essentially kind of stopped it from ever happening because if you play as say Great Britain, and as soon as Germany invades Poland, you invade Germany. There's no armies there, and it's pretty easy to take most of Germany and beat them
yeah,
fairly quickly. Also, you can do something similar if you play as the Soviet Union and declare war on Germany and invade them while they're invading France because they've got no armies on the border there, and you can beat the crap out of them. Also, I've played games where I essentially sped up World War II, and I do weird things like I'd play as like Austria or something and then declare war on Hungary, and then everybody would start declaring war on each other, and before you know it, it's World War II, 3 years early.
yeah. So in my experience, I read about one Russian guy who tried as hard as he can to like become a peaceful Germany. He like disbanded all his units, like all of his divisions. He like tried as hard as possible to keep a diplomatic relationship with everybody. He tried to like get himself some nukes, so nobody messed with him. But he was just raped in very pretty soon. So, like in this game, it's I guess it's impossible to stop World War II, and even more, the point of this game, if you remember, is to get as much victory points as possible. And there is a I guess only way to do this is to conquer is with the power of your army, and you even if you will succeed in stopping World War II from happening, you will still lose. So like, is it like reasonable to like try as hard as possible to just receive a losing screen? I guess it's not.
Yeah, the game would be kind of boring if you didn't, declare World War Two.
And like let's see what will you research? Nothing. What will you produce? Factories, maybe airport. What the whole point of the game is just gone for
Yeah.
good.
Um, Looking at some more questions. Here's a good one from Patrick Kelly. He says, what do we think is the hardest nation to realistically play as?"
Honduras, of course.
Well, he says realistically, meaning like you could actually conceivably build like an empire and actually conquer other states.
Well, actually, it's there is uh, lots of countries that are not very powerful, but they are very would be very interesting to play for because they still not Honduras. Yeah, for instance, they still affect the game scenario, like uh, the history of this run. So, for instance, from that type of country, I would choose Turkey. Yeah, they pretty much underestimated country to play for. Uh, like in my Hearts of Iron 3 Let's Play, there was a group of Hungarians guys who asked me to play for Hungary, and like it wasn't in my plan, but I've checked the Hungary, and uh, the only thing that I was on my mind when I checked out their situation is to have a strong diplomatic like position. Yeah, from the Mexico would be fun. What do you think about Mexico?
Uh, I think Mexico, yeah, it would be okay. I've played as Argentina, which can be fun, just 'cause
Yeah,
there's nowhere to go but north, and just
to Brazil.
yeah,
Yeah,
taking over all of South America, and then Central America, and creating like a Latin kind of empire is kind of cool.
yeah,
Um, like I said, I've played as other small states. I tried to play as Turkey one time and recreate the Ottoman Empire. Didn't work out so well. I played as Greece one time and tried to recreate like a Greek empire and like recreate like Alexander the Great's empire. That actually worked out much better just because it's a lot harder to invade Greece from Turkey just because Greece has a lot of mountainous terrain. But it's a lot easier for Turkey to invade Greece because Turkey doesn't have it's got more open terrain and less rugged
yeah.
areas for you to fight in.
I've read about one after-action report that was named the troubles on Greek-Canada border. So it
Well,
sounds pretty fun.
I was reading another story about a guy who created a Canadian empire, and I was reading through what he did, and what he did was as soon as the Spanish Civil War ended, he invaded Spain because it was weak, and annexed
Yeah.
Spain, then annexed Portugal, then annexed all of Central and South America, and then invaded the United States from Mexico and Canada. And
Mm.
apparently it took them all over, and I thought I should try and do something like that at some point. I think that would be fun to create a Canadian empire.
Yeah. About the small countries, it's like the Belgium. You see, they had weak positions in Europe, but they can become like an Africa empire, some kind of. And then what? And in Asia, I guess Persia. Persia is pretty nice too.
Yeah, and well, the thing about playing smaller countries is that they can be really it can be really challenging, but it can also be really rewarding. But
Yeah,
I suggest for if you're starting out the game, play as a bigger
big one.
country
Yeah,
because you'll probably
absolutely.
have more fun.